Floral, welcome back to my channel. YENA is back with a song. I can't believe that I missed this because you guys know that I love YENA. This is Fluttering. I'm so excited. This is a Japanese release, so let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Oh, I love the sound already. It's so... I love YENA's Japanese concepts. They're always so fun. Ooh, I like the video concept already. Ooh, I love those hits. Ooh, the harmonization below. Oh, what a good change for the pre-chorus. Kind of lengthening the sound. Oh, is this actually mirror instead of fluttering? Could be. You guys have to correct me. I just used a translator for the title. Woo! How fun! Oh my gosh, what a fun music video too. Ooh! Ooh, what a fun like transitional moment at the end, like editing. I love that. Ooh. Oh my gosh, how cute and fun was that? I always love YENA's concepts because I think like she does them so incredibly well, and I really love her Japanese singles. Usually at least the ones that I have heard have been really cute. They're kind of like kitschy. Like I really love the style that she does for them, and I really enjoy this, especially the music video. I found so fun. It had kind of this kind of scrapbook feeling, like looking through memories, that kind of feeling, which I really enjoyed. This instrumental was out of this world, okay? There was so much going on. I had trouble like keeping up with what I wanted to talk about as everything was happening because I felt like I just kept hearing so many fun little parts in the background. It really felt like YENA's voice was kind of like the steady part throughout this, and then the instrumental had like all these little like trinkets to them. Like I really loved, especially in the different chorus, pre-chorus, and verse, like in the background there was like this, I want to say it sounded like kind of like a toy piano or like a toy bell or something like that, but it was really fun to listen to because I don't know, it just matched the vibe so perfectly. And then you have YENA's beautiful voice like over top of it. And so I really enjoyed that kind of feeling. It had a lot of like fast motion in the instrumental. And I noticed that they played around a lot with dynamics. I felt like the chorus got much louder. And then throughout like the pre-chorus and the verses, it really got quieter, but it still had that thick texture that was going on within the instrumental, which is really hard to do actually if you think about it, because there's more instrumentation. Obviously it's just going to get louder naturally, so to have the idea behind that to keep that thick texture but to quiet everything down, I think is really, really smart, because then, you know, you feature YENA's voice, which is really what it comes down to, is you want to feature the artist's voice. But I think like having that kind of feeling in there is really smart. I also loved at the beginning, we had these big hits in the background, but what was interesting to me again is that they weren't overly powerful. So like I said, I thought they did a good job playing with the louds and softs within this. And then in the pre-chorus, we had this like lengthening of sound. YENA's voice was even lengthening the lyrics and the notes and everything like that. And then when we get to the chorus, we have this kind of fast forward motion kind of feeling that everything got louder, which I absolutely loved. And then in verse 2, we had this pull away in volume, but there was still, like I said, so many instrumental parts happening. And I love how we had like, there was this electronic part. I don't know whatever way to say it, but it was these, like I said, mentioned earlier, these little bells in the pre-chorus. If you listen really closely, it's just, like I said, it's like this toy kind of sound, which I feel like YENA does this kind of style in a lot of her Japanese music, which I think really suits her voice quite well. So I really enjoyed that. And then it was interesting to me because I actually thought that after the chorus, she was going into the bridge, but it was actually felt like it was a modified chorus because it seemed longer. So that was really interesting. And I loved a couple of the lyrics within this kind of final half. Love yourself is the motto. And then I loved how beautiful the bridge was with the pulling away. Very, very smart. And then the final chorus had a ton of ad-libs to it, so it made it even more fun to listen to. So tell me what you guys thought about this. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the song or the music video? I have two different parts that I really, really loved. First, I thought the music video, like I said, was so incredibly fun. I loved the editing at the end where they were walking together and it was like showing the back scenes. I feel like those kind of things are so fun to watch. You know how, there's a couple of trends going on where like you take a picture of yourself in the mirror, like in a like compact mirror, and then you like line it up, right? And then you like fast forward through it all. It made me feel like that, right? So I really enjoyed that aspect. And then, like I said, I really loved the instrumental alongside YENA's voice. I think it just matched so well. Like I said, YENA does concepts so good. I always love hearing them. So tell me your guys' thoughts down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.